Companies, we keep you connected, protected, and in control. Whether you're working from home, running a business, or streaming your favorite shows, our high-speed internet service deliver the speed and reliability you need. With Mitchcom ISP internet services, you enjoy the luxury of ultra-fast broadband, fiber optic and VPN solutions, 99.9% uptime, and 24/7 customer service. We don't just connect you, we secure you.
At Radio Fry Fry, we believe your voice, your story can impact lives, change narratives, and make the difference in our community. Don't shy away from using it. We love you. If you need a listening ear or a comforting word, visit our website at www.fryfry.life. Click on the prayer line and we'll be there to listen and pray with you. You are important and you matter. We love you, for this is Radio Fry Fry, 97.1 FM.
This April, we do more than talk. We remember, we reclaim, we reconnect. On the Brunch, history is no longer in the background, it comes alive. On this journey, we ask, who are we? The untold discovery. Before the name, before the maps were drawn and borders claimed, before Pedro's ship touched our shores, before the chains tried to silence our story, we were the first footsteps on this soil, the first voices in these forests, the first names carried by the wind. Temne, Mende, Limba, Kono, Fula. Not tribes divided, but the roots of one tree. We rise from kingdoms, from chiefs crowned not by gold, but by honor, from lands where trade was tradition, where food told stories, where cloth spoke identity. We'll walk through the resistance, the hot tax war, the rise of democracy, and on April 27th, 65 years of freedom, we celebrate together. This April, it's not just history, it's our story, your story. Tune in to Radio Fry Fry 97.1 FM, the Brunch Show, Monday to Friday, 10 to 11 a.m. So listen not just with your ears, but with your spirit. From roots to reality, let us uncover who we truly are.
Back again to the Brunch Show. Good morning. How una did do? I hope say yesterday una enjoyed the independence celebration inside we country salon. This is Radio Fry Fry 97.1 FM, and we there again this morning for another beautiful talk show. I hope say you still dey near your radio. If you did listen to it on radio, wherever you did, whether you did offline or you did a free tongue, I want to say thank you for listening to me. Thank you for joining me inside the Brunch Show. Me your name na Frankstella, and we get forget time wherein we go allow you for call we and give in your contributions. Them talk about things. So far we'll get for talk about today. So I encourage you for make you stay tune to the radio, or if you watch me on Facebook, you can drop your comments in the comment section. However, today I get a very powerful guest, just like yesterday. Yesterday was very exciting. Yesterday we learned a lot. It be very eye-opening, and we'll be there in a situation where we get we call as them. Then they call they answer questions them. We get special giveaway packages them from we to powerful, wonderful listeners them, and everybody be participate, and it was fun and exciting. Today I want to make you know, say, in order for time like yesterday, but it will be very much interesting. And you self go learn a lot. I get a powerful guest with me. But before I introduce my guest, we dey go straight to we usuals way now the Bible verse and quote of the day. So we Bible verse they come up from Galatians chapter 5, verses 1. Verse 1, sorry, and it say, it is for freedom that Christ has set us free. Stand firm then, and do not let yourselves be burdened again by a yoke of slavery. I really like the fact that we Bible verse they make we understand say the reason why make Christ come now for make we gain freedom. And even when they look inside salon, remember say we don't come up from a lot out of the slave trade, the war. So many pandemics don't take place in the country. We all turn slavery, but we thank God that we don't come up at that day because God self don't make a way for make we be set free. And he say we not for be burdened by any yoke, whatever the yoke be, whether a hardship, whether unemployment, anything so far, we kind of stressful to you now a yoke. So the word of God tells us to make we not be burdened by that day because we get a way out. The quote of the day come out from Thomas Matthews, and he say, great leaders leave footprints that time cannot erase. Definitely, that is true. And if you did listen to it this morning right now, I'll make you fast and you sit melt. Because I want to introduce the guest. But what we can always do at this show is that we not a pipe the horns of we guest, we allow we guest for talk about who that's them be because tendency can be say I can limit you know everything about you and all. But I want give you the opportunity for make you talk to the audience and tell them who that you be, you name, what you do. Hi, good morning, welcome to the Brunch Show.
Good morning. Actually, it's funny because I'm someone who does not love to talk about himself, but I would have to say one or two things. I am Hamid Najimuddin. Today here, I am a journalist, a public speaker, I'm a debater, and I'm also the financial secretary of Sierra Leone Debating Council. And as a journalist, as young as I am, I've worked for some institutions in this country, but let me just stop here because I don't just want to go forward in talking about myself a lot because I've been also in sports, but it is what it is. Let's just move and focus on why we're here.
Wow. Thank you so much for joining the show this morning. And me, I just want to take me time because we have a journalist here and I don't want for, be found wanted. But I really glad for the fact that, it gets so much, you know, exposure to different things and so far. Wherein it be the best person for talk about what we dare about for talk about today. And this morning we talk about Sierra Leone today, growth and opportunities. Remember I say yesterday we don't come up on Independence Day. And where I be the worker this morning, where they come office there. I just think say, okay, we don't come up on Independence yesterday, but someone still just want to see them as an opportunity for get a holiday, for just relax, for do nothing again, for just sit down and watch how they go. But that's not all. That can make me understand, say, in as much as we just don't celebrate, it was just a day. But the independence has to deal with your everyday routine, how you dey live your life. Are you really that kind of free person? You not Sierra Leonean. Are you that kind of person who really independent? That's the big question. So as we don't come up our independence yesterday, we also encourage you for no say, it's not the end. We get a lot still for do. We not just need for relax, fold hands, and wait for a better government for come or for wait for a better leader for come. No, me and you get role for play, and that's what we want to talk about today. So they talk about Sierra Leone today. Not to yesterday, Sierra Leone today, what's happening now, and the growth where they take place, the opportunities there. We are basically looking at the realities of things. We're not doing any filtered stuff here. When you look at the realities, waiting they happen. Do we really have opportunities? Are they working for us? Are they working for our youths? And as when they talk about opportunities, no say the young people then are they full up in this country. We get so many youths them, very active youths them. We also get youths them, we don't go through so much. So they look at the realities basically, and I'm glad for the fact to say my guest Denaya. So I will kindly give you the honor for, from your own perspective, what you feel say true opportunity mean. because somebody go see something where so you not gonna be an opportunity. You go feel like, oh, this is an opportunity. For instance, somebody say, I get this package, this illegal business, but this is an opportunity for you for make wealth. But to you, you know say illegal. But to the other person, you know say illegal. It is same as an opportunity. So I'll make you tell we audience waiting a true opportunity and true growth
All right.
so far.
So once more, good morning.
Thank you.
I want to just narrow it to Sierra Leone level, Sierra Leone's level. So opportunity is something that people would say comes once in life, but we have a plethora of opportunities out there that people can go out and grab, you know. First of all, let me just throw light to what you just said about people who may see illegal businesses and other stuffs as
As an opportunity.
opportunities. Generally, if we can talk morally, they are not opportunities, because I would not advise anybody to join an armed robbery gang or to do illegal business just to get money and enrich themselves. So, what I would say here, why people resort to those things is owing to the ideology they have built in the country. And that is based on how they've been treated by leaders. Real opportunities are things that you create for yourself, like in a sense, you have an idea or a business that you create, and later it's, becomes something very good that you start profiting from. Or perhaps an opportunity that is created by the government and the society that is open, not one that is being narrowed down for people, that has been tailored, saying, okay, if you are not part of us, you will not get this. That is not opportunity for people in the country. It could be an opportunity, yes, if you look at it on another lens, for people who belong, who can dance to the tune of that particular government. But for people who cannot dance to that tune, who are not belong, then it is not an opportunity. So, what I would say generally, we have different types of opportunities out there. It all depends on how they come and how people handle them. And again, people may argue that the illegal businesses, the armed robbery and stuff, there are also opportunities to make money, because a lot of people have made money out of those things. So, and again, they would say when the government is not doing what is right, when we are not having genuine opportunities in this country, these are opportunities for us to make money, because if we do not have good security in the country, then we are exploiting people. I mean, let's do it and make money, because I want to live a better life. So one may argue those are opportunities, but that is why I said, I stated a caveat that morally we would not see them as opportunities.
That's fantastic. And as you did talk, so my mind just go to when you want link growth to opportunities. Because for me personally, I feel like growth and that mindset of maturity, there's a certain level where you go reach in life wherein you feel like you don't really arrive to a point that they see an opportunity as an opportunity, and you they see something where somebody will feel like an opportunity, you will say like that's not an opportunity. So for you personally, from your experience, how could you link growth to opportunities when it comes to your personal well-being, personal growth for you as a person?
Well, based on what you've said, we're going to look at this one critically, because, as you've said, growth is a mindset. It
Of
is,
maturity.
yes, it's based on what you see as an opportunity, because there are certain stage you would be in life, you would see certain things that other people may see as an opportunity, but for you, you would say, well, I'm not in this level anymore. I don't think I can go out for this. So for me, I also have that kind of mindset. There are certain things I would see people go out for. I know the opportunities.
Yeah.
I would feel like, man, I cannot do this anymore. I cannot. So you need to build a mindset. You need to get a direction, because that again is what drives you on how you feel like, okay, I've grown, I've passed this level. You need to have that particular goal that you're working on. But if you do not have that direction, that goal that you're working on, then you would not feel growth in your life. You would feel every opportunity is an opportunity.
Yeah.
Yes, every opportunity is an opportunity for people who are in that level, because in life, no matter how you look at it, we have levels.
Growth.
We have
Yeah.
levels. So it all depends on what you see as an opportunity. As I've said personally, I have that mindset and I am working towards that direction. I have my goals, things I want to work on, things I want to achieve. So I'm working in that direction. And also, we should not narrow it down to the fact that we have levels. There are even bigger opportunities that I may see and I will not go in for, because
Yeah.
I know they are not aligned with what I'm working myself to become. So let's say now I am working as a media personality. I I have things I want to become in life. I would not mention everything as of now because I am basically working on them. But then I see something that is not similar to what I'm working with. You know, no matter the money that is coming from there, if you know you are not fit and proper, you do not have the requisite repertoire to work in that particular domain, don't go there. Certain people will go there just because they feel, okay, I will get the money. When you go there, you will not work to the best of your ability. That is where certain people kill themselves. You know, let's say you know you cannot do this thing, but just because you've had, oh, they are going to pay a lot of money, that it is not aligned to what you're doing, to what you want to achieve, but you jump into it and go and mess yourself up. And perhaps the people that organize that thing or are working there have seen you as someone who cannot do something. When, of
Yeah.
course, you are really productive, you are really clever, you really have some certain set of skills that can work in another domain, but just because you are selfish and greedy, then you've at least killed yourself. Let's say you meet those people in other situations, even in a situation where this is now your domain that you can deliver, they will not trust you anymore because
Yeah.
you've went somewhere and disgraced yourself. So again, let us think about things we can do before we see certain things as an opportunity. So today, I know I don't know a lot about banking and stuff. Then a bank puts out a notice, hey, we need a manager and so on and so forth. Then I said to myself, oh, I have an opportunity. The connection is there. Let me just go for that job. Then I went there and nothing worked out for me. You know, I've disgraced myself. I've put myself in a very bad situation. Tomorrow, those people will never trust me anywhere. And even if they are going to trust me, they are going to do that with the highest form of skepticism. So we need to be careful of what we see as an opportunity and opportunities that we jump into.
Thank you very much. I just come get some me say we also get people the way they listen to it upline. Where some of them will say, okay, we did
Oh,
upline.
okay, the language, right?
Oh no, that's not one. But I mean, the thing I think of is that somebody go the upline and they go say,
Okay.
how me go get opportunity, me na upline a day, how I go get that certain capacity for work in that opportunity, because sometimes the opportunities then can really day,
Yeah.
but maybe we not come up to that capacity, we not go to that level for do certain things. I meet one guy one day in a church, and interestingly, they ask normally what it can do, it can go from homes to homes, help people in for dispose their garbage. So I ask her, say, if I give you work right now, what do you want to do? He say, "Want work in a bank." He say, "Want work in a-" Imagine.
It's funny when, of course, the richest people in the world are not working in those
So
places.
I asked her, say, if I give you work in a bank, what do they do? In they be manager. So it just make her look, say, I mean, there are opportunities, but there are times back we have not even not reach to that level. We not get that capacity for do certain task or for filling that gap inside our opportunities. So for people in our upline now, how you go help them one day when they listen to in our upline for relates to with topic today, how you feel so themselves go involve, because
This,
we don't want for sideline them.
yeah, this is it. You talk about how they feel like, okay, they do not have the opportunities or the opportunities are not there, right?
So many understand
Yeah,
now.
yes. What I feel is lacking for people who live in the provinces and in those villages is proper idea and finance. That is what, because the opportunities there. There are opportunities there, because when you look at things, you know, in society, we have people who come, people who have the biggest farms in those provinces are people who live in Freetown. You know why? because they have the idea, they are exposed to the finance to go and invest. For people there, they can do work, they have talent, they can do this art and this stuff, those are opportunities. Opportunities are not just things that governments would come with and say, okay, look at an opportunity. No, you create, as we've mentioned, you create them for yourself.
Yeah.
You do it. So I feel most of them are things they can do. But for the society we have, for Sierra Leone, that is a country that is still developing, they feel like if we are not in the city, we are not
That's it,
part
they
of
work for
yeah,
you.
we are not part of the business, but you are highly part of the business. That is why at times I feel very angry, but I have nothing to do because they do not have the know-how. When I see people come from the provinces, sit at Kisi Road and other places begging, at
In
times
fact,
I
if now all man they sell clothes, so you gonna abacha it again.
like
All man, who that
seriously,
they buy to in country?
I mean, stay where you are, create something. If you have the little finance, create something and establish. But again, if we are telling them to create something, some of them really have the ideas, by the way. I'm not going to
Yes,
say
yes.
none of them have ideas. But what I'm saying here now, if the government have a role to play in this, for them to believe in what they have and believe that if we stay here, work here, we can at least make something, we can at least become rich and change our environment and build an ideology that our kids would inherit and at least work with. They will not be forced again to come to Freetown. Okay, even when we have now universities in the provinces, every Sierra Leonean student wants to go to Frabe College. I mean, at times I find it very funny. Frabe College, yes, I'm a student there. It's a fine university. Everything is there so far. But I tell you, those universities out there also are doing their bit, you know. So what I'm trying to say here now is this. They have talent, they are creative, At times, opportunities go there from the government, but not frequent as it is here. So they lack, some of them, not all, lack the ideas to use what they have to make something for themselves, and they lack the opportunity to also get their hands on finance
Yeah.
to or probably the helping and the need. So why I said governments have a role to play in this. If you are the one ruling a country, meet people in the provinces. At times when people say this government does not know, they know what is bothering us in this country. They know the problems in Sierra Leone. So if they want to solve that problem, one is for them to first mitigate or curb what we call rural urban migration. Let people stay where they are and at least make money. So they must go to these places, create opportunities, give people money, loan them money, and teach them how to do the business also. But at times when they go to those places, they will only go to places where they have the highest supporters, and give people, and even the people they would give the money are not people who who are not all their supporters. They are going to unpick some of them. They would give the money. So for me, what I would say, people in the provinces, this is the advice I have for you. You have talent, whatever you can do, whether you can be creative, you can make music,
Yeah.
you can make, let me say, you are a farmer, hunter, you can make money out of those business. What you should try and do, but again, it's sad, is to try to get the idea because some of them do not really have these Android phones that I would use to go
Yeah.
online, see how these things are explained. But this is the opportunity for you now. If you are listening, try to at least force yourself to at least get some ideas, learn from people, so that you can create opportunities. Because, and again, if we are saying the government, with the level of Sierra Leone, the government cannot create opportunities for everybody, and they do not have that manpower and resources to at least expand and help everybody in this country. So at times we need to help ourselves also. So this is the advice I have for them. Go out there and explore. Show what you have and try to make a business out of it. But it's
Wow.
very difficult for the government to go there always and create opportunities.
And
for
and
them.
when we start the show backstage, we will talk about youths people them, the youth them. we look at some of the um, things that will happen because opportunities them were not given to the young people, and then end up forget grievance for whatever reason. So we want for take people them back, because mostly as we they talk, we can always look for no usai we come out, and we they know we they get an exact direction of usai we they go. So when it comes to youth grievance, I want to make we talk on some of the things that will happen will cause youths then for for become agitated, or they're not happy about certain things them. And history gets so many things that we talk about where the youths then be involved. And even now, if opportunities are not there, or low say even if the opportunities in there, but if the youths them they're not in that position for understand which is which, they will be misled. So I want to make you talk about some of the things that we'll be talking about backstage about how they were involved in riots and all that
Yes, yes.
in
Now
the
we
past.
are living in a modern society, by the way, and youths are very, very knowledgeable about political stuffs and governance than before. But as you've said, if we look back to the 11-year civil war we have in Sierra Leone from 1991, I think, to 2000 or 2002, when uh, uh, the president by then, Ahmed Tijan Kaba, announced that there is no war in Sierra Leone anymore. One of the reasons, if it is even in the TRC report, and by the way, I want to say this, after the constitution of Sierra Leone, the TRC report, the Truth and Reconciliation report, Commission's report, is one of the most important documents we have in Sierra Leone. But even our leaders ignore it. There are a lot of things, what people don't know also, there are a lot of things this government and the past governments are done that are part of that report, but they are never stating it that, okay, this is coming from the TRC report. They are doing it as if they are the ones who came up with the ideas. Now we do this. Even when the present president, retired Brigadier Julius Madabio, announced that on January 18 we are going to have a memorial day remembering the people that suffered in the war, and stuff. It is part of the TRC report. It is something that should have been done before now. It is even in the TRC report that a leader, the president of the country, should apologize to the country for what happened by then. It had never happened in Sierra Leone. So we still have problems unsolved. But let's throw light to what we're here for, the youth and employment stuffs. Back then, when leaders who were agitated, who were not happy with the way things are going, saying that the present government was greedy, they were not creating opportunities for youth. So when those people came with guns and different weapons, youth were easily persuaded to join them because they also feel the pitch by then that we are not having the opportunities. We are not getting anything from this government. Jobs are not there. Political inclusion, we are not there. We have old people in positions, and at times square pegs in round holes, people who cannot really deliver. So they went on the rampage. We saw what happened. It's really
It was
sad
really sad,
when
yeah.
when I watch, because presently I'm doing a module that has to do with transitional justice issues in this country, and transitional justice is you transiting from conflict to peace. So we are dealing with some of the things that happened during the war, looking at them and trying to. So we ended up watching the film that was created. I could not remember the exact name of the journalist. On the war and how people were
Yeah, I think I've
treated.
watched that
Yes,
one.
that's when you look at that, it is very sad.
Is it like a
And
documentary?
yes, and that thing that happened is the same thing that is happening now. Youths are not involved in politics. You know, as I said that we have 4 youth institutions in Sierra Leone. We still have youth and employment problem. How? In fact, how can you create 4 youth institutions to solve youth unemployment in Sierra Leone, and you are paying all of the workers working in those institutions? Why don't you use that money to put now on the ground for youth to at least go and grab those opportunities? But you are paying those people, and when you go to those institutions, you meet old men holding position, not youth.
Wow.
So how are you empowering the youth? I'm not talking out of blindly. I'm talking out of experience. It is something I've seen. I've visited. We have Ministry of Youth, Council of Youth, Youth Commission, Youth Service. That is redundancy, and it is what is killing us in Sierra Leone. When this government came in power in 2018, is when we have deputy minister too. How? we are still poor. We are having more positions. I mean, when you look in Sierra Leone, this is why youths are not really growing. This is why the opportunities are not really showing for the youth. They are just creating jobs and offices for their friends and families.
Close associates.
Yes, it is in Sierra Leone we have the Ministry of Sports and NSC. They are doing the same thing. You know what they said the last time when I tried to ask about the role the Ministry of Sports is playing and the role the NSA is playing. They said the Ministry of Sports is what bringing up ideas, laws, norms that govern the games and things, and the NSA is implementing it. How funny it is! I mean, the Ministry of Sports can basically do that. They have many staffs, and NSA as well. And of recent times, they're having some conflicts because then they want to play this role, then they want to play this role. So, I mean, that is what is affecting us in Sierra Leone. The government knows everything. They knows everything. So they must do or lead with genuine care and responsibility in Sierra Leone. And to lead with genuine care and responsibility is to involve youth. Imagine we have people who've been in political positions for like 15 years. Seriously, I don't want to name them, but we have them. I mean, they've been in political position during the APC, during the APC regime and in the SLPP regime. They are old people. What is happening to the youth? Youth in the universities do not. Okay, this thing that is happening in the country would start from the university. If when you are in the university, they would put you in a situation where you would feel, if I am not part of these people, I should not belong. Go. We really have good people who want to go into politics. I had the idea that I would venture into politics when I entered the university, but when I want to run for the position, some people met me. Hey, if you want to be if you want to run for any position here,
you need to
ensure you belong. I mean, I do not believe in those stuffs. For God's sake, I do not believe in those stuffs. That is not my thing. Why can't I do things freely? And when you go to belong, your ideology is changing. Yes. You are going to believe in what they believe in. Yes. So when you come to power or you attain any position, you are going to do as they say. We've seen situations at Frabi College wherein student leaders, SUG presidents, are beaten because they failed to do what they were told by their members.
Exactly.
I mean, that is killing youth.
I want us to have a pause for a while because that's the very interesting point that you've just made mention of, and I want you to go in depth. But we want to go on a short break and we'll come back because I really like the fact that they highlight then key things then because these are things, these are the realities of what youths are experiencing in Sierra Leone. Whether you they apply or whether you didn't free tongue, not seen in any way they happen, any side amongst youth people, amongst young people. So they encourage you for sit down because we want to go on a short break, but we'll come back. You see how guests they taking time for talk to make we understand certain things the way they happen. We go on a short break, but when we come back, we will get the phone lines and for be open. But remember, so we get to party in our Rokel Commercial Bank, and Rokel Commercial Bank they always for support you in terms of your financial. System wherein you will get a proper financial structure with your money. Say money, not forget control over you, but if you're able to control your money in a way that you go able to save your money, you go able to invest and so that it could develop, it will grow, and at the end of the day, will get anything for worry about. With Rokel Commercial Bank, that they ensure say your money secured. Your money not just the any side, but your money it really, really there in a space wherein it's secured and safe, and you go able to do so many other things them with Rokel Commercial Bank as then get a SIM couple. You can download on your phone and you can do your money transfer from wherever location where you did inside Freetown Salon as a whole, and you can enjoy the entire services with Rokel Commercial Bank that they do free of charge with no stress. But when they go on a short break and when we come back, the phone lines then go be open. Stay tuned.
The world don't go digital. Now that's make Rokel Commercial Bank ready for match up with the world. This now the e-banking department. We get products and services them where you use online. Listen to what my colleague they get to say.
The e-banking department responsible for all the electronic products in the bank. One, the ATM machines where you can get cash easily from. The points of sales when are some small terminal where you can do your transaction, where they do online transactions as well, where you can see down any side now this world and do transactions. Commercial bank, e-banking, now the solution to all digital transactions in the country.
For work with Boku Money, not this style. So, inside any local commercial bank today and get you couple card, you Visa Classic, and property card for make your transactions easy.
Go na shop, you can use the POS and do your transaction easy.
Michael, you want to finish me or waiting?
Selfie, I beg. I need your help. I don't send for you, send for me request.
You know we're exceeding budget.
Sam, that picking what I take on the dates. The picking go totes all in party they no more like out there. And also the picking they angry so.
In back is a biwa split. So na collaborate now, learn and work for the money.
Sam, not to joke. Oh. Okay, watch. I get 1,000. Just send for me 500. I go be okay.
Baby, you okay?
Okay.
Alright, gas. Eat. Me mom get money to spend for her today.
When I eat, so I feel the money. Sir, you bill na 1,500.
Waiter, one more burger, please. And pack takeaway pizza here. That was amazing.
Request or send money anytime, anywhere with AfriMoney. Fast, easy, life-saving.
To the Brunch Show. We just don't come up from a break, and I hope say you still there near your radio because we always want you for the close to your radio. And now the hour for make you self able call we and give you contributions and to us where they talk. But me on question this morning to you where they listen to me right now, as we get youth people them all around the country where actually some man no get job, some man they look for opportunities, some man even want money for start business, but the money not there. So my question now to you as a youth, or maybe you sabi person way now a young person actually, and you want for be of help. The question is, do you think youths need money for personal development, or do you think they need opportunities like jobs, businesses? So parent to there, also why you think say youths they need, and if you anyone way they choose, you go tell me why you need them. So if they call me right now on the number 090103841 when I AfriCell to AfriCell, you will answer them questions there. So and tell me the reason why you choose the quest, why you choose that answer day. And you can call me on the other line when 088-971-971 when from any other network. Maybe you call on WhatsApp or you call from any other network. You can call me now and give in your contribution. What do you think say the youth they need right now? You think send a money if they give the youth man there now each area one bag money, one Ghana must go bag money. You think say go help them, or you think say they need opportunities, they need jobs, they need businesses for start? What do you think? And anyone where you think say now the answer, you go give a reason as to why. So we will continue with salient points that we will make about the youths them, opportunities them, how growth turn like na salon.
So, as I was saying about growth in Sierra Leone, growth is something that is very difficult in Sierra Leone for youth. As I mentioned, it would start from your university level. When you enter the university, as I told you, I wanted to go in for political positions as a student. I was told clearly that if you are not belong, you cannot hold a political position here. And a lot of people have met me, hey, try to join us, try to join us. I'm looking at them, guy, I do not believe in this. So this is the thing about growth. It is not something that is just created by students.
Yeah.
It is something that is fueled by the politicians themselves who are in power or who are in opposition. Because when we have elections on campus, they will be there. You will see them going there to support their interest. So they catch you from the university you are already part of, either red or green. And that is bad. And when you are in the university, even if you are the most brilliant student or you are the best person to be the leader,
Yeah.
if you are not part of those things, you would not get that position. Even when you have students behind you, perhaps you have the number, everything, you can win by legitimate voting,
Yeah.
you would not hold that position. I have seen cases in the university wherein a politician had entered a place wherein voting was taking place. And as soon as he came out, he left, the candidate he was supporting won that particular election. It was like everybody was surprised. Is this an election? So they influence everything. That is why when you come to the society also, you find it difficult because the same people you've met in the university, you've tried to escape what we are trying to put you in, are the same people you are going to meet around town. Because they would have their attachments. Okay, this guy is my brother, let me put him here. This guy is my brother, let me put him here. Then you find it difficult. So it is like in Sierra Leone, for people to grow, you need to have that mindset, that belief. And even with that belief, it's very difficult. The open space is not there. So basically, you are mentioning that the youth need money,
Yeah.
or what again did you mention? In fact, the open space or so.
If they think they need money,
Money
or
or
they need opportunities.
Just opportunities.
Yeah.
Well, money is part of the package, by the way. For Sierra Leone level, yes, money should be part of the package. But like seriously, at times there are certain things that you need money for, and certain opportunities just need a safe space. A space where youth can believe that if I really do this, I can be supported. I would go out there and make something. But the safe space is not there because when you are not belong, you find it difficult. So when you are belong also, what would happen is that you'd have to do something. You have to get into certain stage for you to go into certain level. They tell you, okay, you just got to understand the system. So that is why I told you when we had a conversation before the show that Sierra Leone needs an open heart surgery. When I say this,
Okay.
people say, all right, this guy is naive. This guy really does not know what he's saying. I know, because when you look at the thing that I'm going to say, it's almost impossible. Like it cannot happen in Sierra Leone just because of how we've positioned ourselves. Sierra Leone does not need the present political parties it has presently, because those political parties have their ideologies, they have the way they work. So they are not going to change it. Even if you are a saint, you are either whether you are a pastor, imam, as soon as you become a member of those political party and you say, I want to run for flag bearer for this particular party, you would have to go through the system. And that system is a rigorous system, is a system that you must prioritize above what CLU needs. So it becomes difficult for youth to go who are not, even those who are belong find it very difficult, because certain people will belong, okay, I support you, but I don't want to go through the system. And if you don't go through the system, you would not see the system. Like I'm using a pun, like system in different way. So the system is, there are certain things you must do for you to get into the places you want to get to. And if you don't do those things, so growth is something that is very difficult and narrowed for people. So even if all of us, okay, let's say, for example, truly, right, all of us belong, the opportunities that are available in governance is not enough for everybody in Sierra Leone.
Yeah.
Seriously. So if all of us become today, okay, let me say the SLPP are in governance, all of us become green. right? It's not possible for SLPP government to give all of us job. It is not possible. So what they should do, as I would say, because growth is being narrowed, is for them to at least look at us and say, we need to create opportunities for these people. At times they will tell us, okay, there are opportunities out there. We create jobs. We commission this. Who are the youth who are working at these places? Because I'm not seeing youth celebrating that we've had a job, we don't get job. These same youths are still out there. Even I know people who danced, celebrated, did things for this government. So that they are out there struggling. Upon all the jobs the government said they've created, they still do not have jobs. So this is it. If Sierra Leone wants to develop, based on what I've seen, it's only an open heart surgery that would help us. If growth should take place in a swift way for youth in this country, we need that. But so far, so good for you to go independently without leaning to one of these people. I mean, it's very difficult. There are people who do it, but out of 90%, even 5% is too much. I mean, you can relate with me on that. Even 5% is too much because we live in a very poor country. Very poor country.
Why poor when we have all the resources? Why?
Well, it's about the mentality. It's not about what you have. When you are poor,
I
your
think
mentality.
we have a call right now. We have a call. Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, presenter and the amazing guest.
Hi. You name it. Who's the call from, please?
Sylvester, all the way from Public College.
Okay, Mr. Sylvester. So the question is, what do you think say the youth they actually need? You think say they need money or they need more opportunities, like jobs, businesses?
Such a beautiful question. Yeah, thank you very much. And so the guest for me enlightened quite a lot of other things the way we as human the need and all. But now answering to your question, I appreciate the opportunity as always if I said give it. But let me lend to your voice them to the government of people. Okay. Now, between job or money, the holistic way we need not just opportunity for maximize we own potential.
Okay.
It might be job or let we execute duties as young leaders in certain positions. It might be money for support the dreams and skills where we get. Mind you, there are people where they are innovative, but they know they support them. I know of a young man, is it Emmanuel or Samuel back then? No, we remember one more we make motor car. We know they use fuel.
Yeah.
Okay, you get government for the investor. Like this fuel crisis now. Salon not on the part of because we get young man, we don't build motor car, we use just fuel for support solar when it supports the movement of the car.
Yeah.
So some of we use them, we need money for support with dream and for follow.
Okay.
So man passionate for land, but sometimes you don't get opportunity for access to scholarship. Let me be honest, I'm a university student. There are certain scholarships, there are grants with the government remove subsidy. It was there. Immediately government removed subsidy, education is expensive now in the country. To cost me anywhere. Education don't important. I know it's of politics, but education is very expensive. Like I asked me, some students now need that job opportunity because they are learning, so they need support, financial support. Now, other graduates in the downtown, we don't graduate. But even first we don't study, and one call course, please let us no feedback of what you don't study. But what's the reason that you study that because now the guy keke no bad, all right? But we need the opportunity for maximize or really do what you don't can study and let them contribute for impact alone. So now soon in a nutshell, those who need money for support and dreams and goals, and those who need the job now, or let them move us. We get people who do over 70, who do over 65, they are still holding offices. And 1874 idea they get, the world don't evolve. So the world don't evolve, then we get young people who will come and do this trend of the world. So like I say, we get for some on and on of these things. But I appreciate the fact that I prefer to give the average playing ground. But let we knowledge just learn with voice. but let me ensure that we talk about things where they make salon better because we celebrate 65 years and waiting there for we. It's not like and they don't sell, they're selling at the future, but it's not like they don't sell with present. Take that away. They're selling at the future, but it's not like they don't sell with present because we're selling now for you. So we need the money for support the dream and then we need the job for maximize as young people. Thank you very much. Other
Thank
people.
you. Thank you very, very much for that wonderful contribution. I like the fact say we call up make mention of the fact say both forum are really important. Money can be an opportunity at the same time, an opportunity safe can become helpful. I watch one reel on Facebook where then give the monkey banana and then get money for make it choose. And the monkey be end up for choose the banana and eat and done, forgetting the fact say that money for be buy boku boku banana for him or for be make banana plantation for him.
Yeah.
So it eats the banana, I forget about the money. But I mean, it's all coined up to the fact that it left to you as the individual. Now you know who's one opportunity. So man, if he gets money, he go use them to invest ability. He go able for become efficient with them. So man, if you get opportunity, can do better. But family then now when I get that answer day for answer. Now when I get the question for answer, sorry. So you still be they talk about I mean
Yeah, but they talk about Sierra Leone.
and I go want make you highlight because backstage we'll be talk about actual opportunities the way they're on ground right now. And Salon we they make mention of some of them to me. For make we listeners that also know say, okay, these are certain things the way they happen currently. Now Salon where okay we can give them a try and all for notes help.
All right. So, we when I was talking about Sierra Leone having an open heart, needs an open
Surgery.
heart surgery, you know, we also must not ignore the fact that we can create opportunities for ourselves. You know, there are times, yes, we need the government to help us, but again, you also need to go out.
Yeah. One more,
You,
one more thing, please. Before, sorry for cut you off. I want to make you call we now and tell me what you think. If not money, now they solve the youth man them problem, or if not opportunity the youth people they need, we go solve them problem. Tell me what you think. Call on the number 09010 3841 in AfriCell to AfriCell. Over to you, my guest.
okay, so because when we talk about government opportunities today, uh, one would say, even I would say, uh, largely they are largely narrowed to people who support their initiatives. So I want to talk about opportunities that you can create for yourself that are out there.
Okay.
One is that you are in the university. At times when we are in the university, we engulf ourselves within an ideology that we must do what we've studied in the university. That is not bad. But again, be creative. Have ideas. As I'm seated here, I have numerous ideas I want to work on. But you know what? As I stated, I have my goal. So I will just take the idea that relates to what I'm doing. So what I'm saying to people here is that if you have an idea, I know the anxiety is there that you will not have the safe space to work. You will not have the safe space to explore. But that belief, that burning desire in you should not stop. They should be the things that should move you to go out there and do what you really want to do. So today we have this social media. When you go to social media, a lot of the things you see are things that are not moral. You know we have moral things, but people jump into things that are not moral than things that are moral. So at times when I talk about creating content online to make money, get opportunities, or sell yourself, I'm very careful of how I do it, because in Sierra Leone, you would see that person really cost mommy cost and get the highest following on TikTok. And that just shows
Any platform monetize.
yes, that just shows how Sierra Leone is. So if I tell you now, go and start creating content on what you've learned so that people can have an idea or be informed, people will not go there too much and watch. But as soon as you start doing, this is my babe, this post, you don't make dramatize.
trend.
It's people get to go to those platforms and start watching. But what I would say here is this. have an idea. We see a lot of entrepreneurs today. We've seen people create public speakings organization wherein today they are now getting something from. So I'm seeing something online. Really, that person, I do not have a personal relationship with him, but he's done a lot. It's this guy called Martinez. He's doing this public speaking organization, anti-glossophobia, or so these stuffs. He started very small, but today they're established. And I'm seeing him doing things that are really unimaginable. I know a lady called Lydia who has Lydia Network that is trying to make something. She's moving. You know, she started with a podcast, struggled, but now she had something else. So it does not mean you would succeed at once.
Immediately.
There are roadblocks in life.
Of
but
course.
the belief must be what drives you to go there and achieve. So why I do not want to, as I've said when I started, throw light too much on government opportunities. They are mostly narrowed, but let's go out there and grab opportunity. If you see someone that is doing something that is brilliant, if it is in the baby stage, go there and support. Contribute, you know. But at times when people start certain things, what we would say here is that, this is what I get for good. They don't just, you not getting money, this, that. But the person has belief. And at times, belief is the most powerful thing we need just for us to believe in what we're doing. But that belief, that skepticism is what is pushing us back. So it is very, very beautiful. Lots of opportunities out there that you can create in terms of, if you've studied agriculture, go to farming. Now you get the idea.
Mine is definitely.
Yes. Now you get the idea for do farming.
Now you
It
get
does not
some.
mean if you wear coats and tie like that, so go to office. No, that is not why you studied agriculture. It's for you to go to the farm, work, make something for us. You know, you see people go and study civil engineering, but you want to get big office. I mean, go to the place of your work and do something unimaginable. Create. That is why we see people abroad grow. You see certain people have big companies. You did not know where they started. They struggled. They go out there and work. So these are the opportunities on ground. Yes, it is going to be difficult for the status quo in the country, but the belief, as I've said, is at times the most powerful thing we just need. So again, before I come back to you, I just want to say something. I overheard when the caller was saying, well, Sierra Leone is 65 and there is nothing and this stuff. I smiled because you see me, when my birthday comes, actually my birthday was on this month, the 23rd, you know.
We are on the same date. Mine is on 23rd too.
Oh,
wow!
But it's not a coincidence. I will not say it's a coincidence, by the way. But really, whenever I reach that day, what I do is I reflect. I hate going out. It's like
I think we look alike.
I reflect. I look back at what I've achieved in this 1 year time. What are the things have I done for my life to grow? You know, at times this is what we should do. There is one lecturer that lectures me. I would never miss his lecture, even when I'm sick. You know what he told me the last time? He said, Dean, Sierra Leone don't need prayer. That is what he
Why
told
did he
me.
say so?
He said, what in Sierra Leone do person, like the country of itself. I done nothing to anybody. The people.
So that means we should not pray for the country?
The people need prayer.
Oh, the people in Sierra Leone
Yeah,
now.
the people in Sierra Leone. I mean, the land of itself. Certain people, let's pray for the land. No. So at times, it's how as our prayer points. English is something that is very sophisticated when you make it sophisticated for yourself. So when you say, let's pray for Sierra Leone, so it depends on how people interpret it. Even some of our imams or pastors will just narrow it down like we are praying for the country, the land or so. Let's pray for the people. Let's say we are praying for the people of Sierra Leone. Because now it makes Sierra Leone slow. It's our attitude, how we react, how we lead. You know, so at times when there is Independent Day, the leaders must try to reflect, look at things they've done. But when you listen to the president's speech yesterday, the things he mentioned is that we've done this. And again, I am happy that the opposition have returned to governance and that boycotting governance should never be a way to solve a situation in the country. I mean, they are just saying things that are still in their interest.
Things pending.
I mean, things that are in their interest. What have you done? How many? I mean, you are saying you've done this for youth. where are the youths? I mean, the youths are still out there struggling. You still have clean salon, despite the fact that I know that city council are trying to create something for people to be collecting our vets from our homes and the likes and take away clean salon. But if you take those boys off the street
What
now,
would they do?
well, that is the problem. I know it is not a good resort for them,
Yeah.
but that is where they are surviving.
True.
You know, if you take them off the streets, they might be influenced by people who may say, let's come and do this.
Why not put them in a better space, office space?
For me, even if you are not going with them to an office space, try to ensure that you make an announcement in the country. Everybody that is doing clean salon
should be registered.
I mean, not only registered, because they have institutions, organizations they are working with.
Okay.
Now call them. We are going to ensure that these organizations or these agencies are going to be collecting debts for people.
Okay.
We want you to stop, but this is the thing. We are going to ensure you be part of the people that are doing this. Because they're already in the business.
You can't
if
take
you
it
cannot
off from them.
create, I mean, talk to the agencies, employ some of these boys. Because what I learned, because I understood that process, what I learned is that they're not working with one agency. And if the agencies are going to do it for the whole country, they need more manpower. They need more staff. So try to ensure that even city council, bring in those boys. Yeah. Some of them, I mean, let them at least feel like we are still in the process. Some of them will build from there and become somebody. But now you are taking them off the streets. Where are you going to put them? That was why I had some problems with the rehabilitation centers we have for this kush stuff. You go put person in a rehabilitation center. Later, if you say, okay, you don't left kush, then the person will still come out there in the streets again and start doing what he was doing because there is no job. First, that might be the reason why he begin to take drugs first. Yeah. So we have lots of things that are bothering youths in this country. But the bottom line is this ideology thing.
Yes,
this ideology thing. People would not find it very hard to believe. But the last time, it was the deputy speaker of parliament that went to a TV station and said, Sierra Leone politics is secret society. Imagine the people we depend on to change the narrative for us, right? Are into secret society. And what do you think secret society do? They do things for themselves. So if you go to any secret society today, right, it is what they believe in. That is what you'll be forced to believe in. So that is simple about secret society. Even in a constitution, it is stated when you go join secret society, anything we don't do there is not a business of anybody. So secret society, I mean, not they lead you.
Well,
so you have to belong.
I personally think that would be for another segment. Then I know topic we'll go for.
I know, but I mean, why I mentioned it because it is the foundation of everything we've talked about. That is where it started.
Okay.
Yeah, that is where it started.
We don't almost come to the end of the show. One thing where I really appreciate you way they make mention of is the fact that everybody for knows they then get a role for play in regards to growth and development. Even if you want opportunities as a young person, you need for day in the position for understand. So you get a role for play. You can't just sit, fold your arms and wait for opportunities for come. Just like how we guest make mention earlier, I say make the quote say opportunities comes but once. But opportunities then they where no need for appear once. It's regular, but it has to deal with
there are certain
interpretation
opportunities you must go for and how you interpret it.
Fine.
Yeah.
So we don't come to the end of the show. And members say the comment section, maybe you just join in and you miss out some of the things that we don't talk about. So after the show, you can just go back and watch the video all over again. But in 1 minute, I'm going with guests for you in final words of encouragement when it comes to growth and opportunities. Make the youth people, make them not give up. Make them say yes, then get hope. Hope day, because once there is life, there is hope. You don't need for fret or feel a way that, oh, time don't beat me. Oh, this can't get so don't go 65 years, better not they know. Just like how we guests they talk about, the prayers what we need now for we self, we as Sierra Leoneans there, we really need that prayer for get so much growth and many opportunities for camp. If we continue for the look at the negative sides of waiting to happen, then we will be stagnant. We're not going to move ahead. So in just 1 minute, I'll make you just give words of encouragement.
So I would use myself as a case study. In the university, I was blocked to involve in campus politics, because I disagreed to belong in any of their camps. But I'm still moving. At my faculty, I try my best to always be part of the best. That is what I do. And I'm having the recognition. And you know what? I am having opportunities, even those who belong are not having. Why? Because I believe in myself. I believe in what I have. I know that if I do not stop pushing, I would achieve it. They've said a lot of things about me. And there's one thing I would mention. At my faculty, when lecturers are opening up to me, giving me opportunities, contracts to work there and here, and there are a certain group that said, this boy they libeled to lecturers there. I smiled. I do not even message them. Like, I don't say hello, good morning. I don't have that time. I would sit or perhaps sleeping. They would call, hey, Dean, we want you to be involved in this. Why? Because they see that I'm someone who is pushful, who believes I'm not part of them. They're having the opportunities. I'm having mine. So at times, as you've said, we are being pessimistic, looking at the negatives. Yes, we must not stop looking at them because the leaders must change. But let's be optimistic.
Yeah.
I read a book when I was attending the Albert Academy called Harvest of Corruption. And there is one quote I learned from a lady in that particular drama called Ucheli, I think so. He said, it's a Nigerian drama, by the way.
Yeah.
She said, there is no place for pessimism in a Jacassan society. You know what does that mean? In a society that is very rough, difficult, don't be pessimistic. Be optimistic.
True.
Just believe. Just keep going. And truly you would achieve. Today, for me, right, I don't even fear that I will not have a job or I will not go in life. I'm not afraid. And I will never belong.
That's faith.
Yes, in APC or SLPP. But I just have that strong belief in me that always tells me that, Dean, you are going to achieve what you're working for. If you graduate today, you will have a stable job tomorrow. I believe, and I'm working towards that direction. So believe, go out for opportunity, work hard, change your mindset, because mindset is very difficult. That is why I love Dizzy Lake. I listen to different artists, but I listen to Dizzy Lake a lot. You know what he said in one of his songs? He said, no matter the battle where you fight na the flesh, na the fight na your mind, and force you for win. And that mind. So me, I don't watch movies a lot, but I listen to music. I listen to hip hop songs because they change my mindset. When I first failed the WAS before I passed now and entered the university, I listened to Joe Cole, Love Yours. You know what he said? Waiting at you, and you're the best. So I was thinking, this person don't go. This my friend is in the university. Say love yours. What you have nothing is better than what you have. So use it and get what you want. Be inspired.
Thank you so much for that beautiful, beautiful words of encouragement. And I hope so yourself don't grab at me. I don't grab at more. I hope so you hold on to that day for get a better, mindset change. But we don't come to the end of the show now. Thank you. You don't listen to we, you don't call we, or you don't drop your comments in the comment section. I want to say plenty thank you to you. Remember, so we'll be back tomorrow 10 a.m. to 11. So you go stay tuned. Have a beautiful day. Bye-bye.
Imagine a world where your money transfer is quick and instant. Imagine a world where your dream home comes to life. Imagine a world where your delivery needs are covered, where your travel plans are sorted out with ease and convenience. You'd love that, won't you? Now, imagine Dolphin Express, where your money transfer, bakery and pastry desires, logistics and procurement, building and construction services, and all your travel plans are catered for efficiently and affordably. Find us in Freetown at 34 Wellington Street off Pademba Road or 37 Corso Town. Call us now 073 347574 or 099-8131-48. Dolphin Express, we're just one call away.
With Rocal Commercial Bank's SimCopper app, it's fast, safe, and reliable.
Tired of standing in the queue? Do all your banking transactions with Rocal SimCopper without leaving your seat. Fast, safe, and easy.
You can download the app from App Store or Play Store.
Star 919 hash with or without internet.
You can send e-copper to any mobile number.
Send and receive money instantly.
QR codes. You can take your business digital.
Across banks and mobile money accounts in Sierra Leone. Instant payment across Africa.
So, what are you waiting for? Download the SimCopper app now.
Rocal SimCopper. Banking on the go.
MSA At Misho Group of Companies, we keep you connected, protected, and in control. Whether you're working from home, running a business, or streaming your favorite shows, our high-speed internet service delivers the speed and reliability you need. With Mitchcom ISP internet services, you enjoy the luxury of ultra-fast broadband, fiber optic and VPN solutions, 99.9% uptime, and 24/7 customer service. We don't just connect you, we secure you. Our MSA Michel Security Agency offer professional protection with skin guards for homes, businesses, and events, 24/7 monitoring, emergency response, advanced surveillance technology, from the digital world to your front door. Michel Group of Companies is your partner in connectivity and security. Visit our head office at 71 B. Wilkinson Road, Freetown, or you can email us on elias@mitchcom.sl or info@mitchcom.sl. You can also visit our website at www.mitchcom.sl or contact the numbers on your screen. Michel Group of Companies. Stay connected. Stay protected.